Hi everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing. I am going to show you how to make my original design, eyelet. These both were previewed in part 1 of my introduction to my collection as 3SY. For those of you who do not know, that is just my reference number, since I had made over 160 before I started doing these videos. I kept putting off the making of the videos at least 2 months, hoping that my issue with my hands would resolve, and it didn't, so I said, what the heck. But at that time, it was only on the palms of my hands, and I think I did pretty good hiding it. Now my fingers are splitting open, and I don't even know if I can keep doing this. I'm going to keep trying until there's blood. Blood spill. Anyhow, I did this one in practice, just to refresh myself. But what I did, I mean, I like it, but I actually wanted these Persian bands to be the ones going across and the black ones to be going up the side. So this time I am going to try to use one of the special bands so that it goes across. I want to see how that looks. So going up the center, I use white, white, and then the jelly red is color A, which will be yellow. Color B is going to be the metallic silver, and then the last color, which will be coming across, which will be coming up the sides, I'm sorry, will be the blue, the navy blue jelly. I think I got that. We'll see anyhow, right? A, B, and C. So let's get going. We will have the bars in the traditional staggered pattern. Take your color A, just one of them, and let it hang there for later on to use as the first extension. And we will start by placing color A all the way up the center. I'll probably just stay with you here since it goes so quickly. And then you just push them down, keep them out of the way, so we have room to place the other band. I probably went off screen there, didn't I? Yeah. But yeah, I think you got the gist where I was going. Just like that. Okay. Now we will take the B color, the silver in my case, and go to the left and then to the right. And then from here we are going to be alternating color B, and then color C. Color B, and color C. So I'll do that a couple more times in case I was a little bit out of frame there. Look at this, gonna call me Miss Out of Frame, right? So that was your B color, and then your C color. And you will do that. Continue doing that alteration, alternating B's and the C's up to, let me see, I believe it goes, yes, your last B will be here, and then C and C. The band placement for this bracelet, eyelet, is pretty straightforward and simple. And now we will take whatever color we're using for our extension, which for me will be the yellow. I'm going to carry the yellow stripe all the way through. So just double up on that, however you feel is the easiest. And then we're ready to turn this around and start looping. And here's where I do what I think is my own slant on looping, and it will, oops, no wonder that looked wrong. Okay, so we are going to start by taking, I'm just hesitating because all of a sudden my picture looks different. And I'm not sure why. So we'll do that. Take our B color and go to each side, and then our A color straight up. And I am going to pause and look over my notes and come back to make sure that I am indeed on track. Okay, I found out what my mistake was. It's no big deal, but we're going to backtrack a little bit so I don't have to redo this whole thing. Just undo what you just did. It's okay that pull your cap off. So that last A band will still go here, but instead of going to the end, we are just going to be taking, which color is this? The B color. Yeah, the B color, and angling. Instead of going up to the end like that, we're not using, I originally had these B colors go up to the end and then C coming down from here. We're not using those extra C bands, so my bad. I'm so sorry if I confused you. So we're not looping yet. We've kind of pulled a couple bands off, and we will be ending like this with the, of course, the A band had already been there. You put two of your C's because you did the B, C, the C, and then finally ending it up with the B going this way and that way. And then we put our cap on. So that when I turn it around, it looks like my little schematic. And Debbie is not confused. Okay, so here we go again. We are going to reach under and grab, hold on to your little cap because it might want to pop off. Take our B colors, which for me is the silver, and loop them back to their home pin, and then reach the A and bring it up here. Now comes the sequence, but it's a little different. We are going to reach under here, grab the C color. Instead of bringing it to its home pin, we are bringing it straight forward, and then we will do that on this side. And it's straight up. And then on the B color, you will be bringing it, let's see, I think I do this. I don't think I want it twisted. Yeah, I guess I do. You'll be bringing it to the center. And then you reach under here and bring this to the center. Okay, so this is the sequence from now on, all the way almost to the end. Pull out A, C goes first, straight up, and then B to the center, to the center. I know it's odd, but Debbie never did like to follow the rules. I was never bad. I'm talking about creatively speaking. I always like to try to come up with something I haven't seen. I'm sure I'm not the first to have done this, but I hadn't seen it before, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I really liked how it came out. So let me show you a couple more sections. We start with A, and then C. Who's there? Why are you? Let's see, I'm going to look at that again. It seems like it didn't want to come out all the way. There it goes. Okay, if you're unsure of yourself, just try again. Back up, and then reach the last sequence are the B bands, and you bring those to the middle. One more time. Go reach all the way down, pull out everything, the center A, grab the B straight up, the C color straight up, and the A to the middle. Oh good, and I had that in the screen, So you will pretty much be doing that until, your last, the last C right here, bring that up, and then just wait for me. Now that we have it almost finished looping, I had asked you to stop with the C band here, just because my phone had rang and I was a little distracted. So now let's finish this off. We are now going to take the B and bring it to the center as we have done. And then we just have the 3 bands to left. We have A right here and the 2 B's. And all we have left now, of course, is putting on the extension, which will let you know I have a smaller wrist, and I used a total of 10 bands, which works pretty okay. It's not loose, it's not tight, but there's room to be even more generous than that. Reach in, grab that half, and then drop the other half of your band onto your hook. Turn it around so the hook is down, and just pull that band through those 2 loops. And you're going to continue this way, putting your hook down, pulling the band through, turning your hook up, until you've done. You can do the whole extension like this. I just like the clip in the middle as opposed to on the edge of my wrist. Of course, I don't really wear this or any jewelry. Well, I have some. Nothing real, so it'll cost you. Ow. So you stretch it out so you can easily put on the clip. And let's see, I think this one comes off pretty easily. I think if you pull it off like this, it makes for, that's the difference, okay? See how this is loose and this one's really tight? I think if I just worked, instead of pulling it off, I just worked the bands off each side and then pulled it down the middle after the sides were, it makes a tighter because I actually like the more open one, and which is the right way now. Okay, I like this one. Oh my gosh, I love the way this one came out. I mean, it's just, look at the difference. It just, you know, I took this one off the loom a little differently. Let's get them all lined up. This is when you pull it all off. It widens these bands up, and you change the thick bands from going up the side. Of course, I didn't pull this one off either. It probably would have looked a little bit differently, but probably not a lot, because the thicker band kind of has, you know, rules over the little insignificant black ones compared to those Persian. But let's get a thumbs up here. I like this, and it's kind of cool on this side too. Oh, I was going to show you this. When it came to the, isn't that weird how that totally looks different just because I pulled out? I mean, the loops are the same, but these are so much bigger because they were pulled and stretched, and they're the big heavy Persian, as opposed to just these little thin black ones. But I did notice that, I mean, it's okay on, you know, on these opaque bands, but the reverse side doesn't look anything. I mean, this one looks a little better than the other one because the other one's just too tight to have any impact as a secondary design. I mean, but look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, now I don't know, especially on this one, which is the right side. Oh, I'm so happy. I love them both. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Can you tell I'm excited? Yay! Like I did on my last video. Which one was, what did I call that thing? Oh yeah, chained reaction. I wasn't super off the charts with my demonstration colors I had picked out for the, you know, the tutorial, but this one I am. Okay, so I'm putting 4 bands here because this is, I consider, the 5th band, and that'll make a total of 10. So I stretch the cap over the band, over the pin that had the last band, and then stretch that out just to give you room to work, and simply loop it up. You know the routine with this. And I would like to have my husband customize, you know, make a second, like, cut, you know, get some extra of these, cut them in half, so I can make an extension just, you know, about that long, so that I can have a fuller bracelet. But I don't know. If it were a design I was going to wear myself, but most of these I just give away to little kids I see on the street, and I don't think they need one wrapping all the way around their wrist. I mean, it wraps more anyways because they're smaller wrists. But anyways, here you have eyelet, and the obvious reason why this side is called eyelet. But this side doesn't look as much of an eyelet, it just looks wild. Alright, so if you like this design, let me know. Feel free to share it with your friends, and of course, feel free to subscribe to Deb's Thing. And you can also find me on Instagram, just hashtag Deb's Thing. If you'd want to see any specific bracelet like this one, hashtag eyelet, or hashtag in the name of whatever. You don't have to put in the word bracelet afterwards. Just hashtag eyelet. Thank you very much for watching.